legacy that I want to leave in this society is to ensure that all the guards can live a life of any other person outside there. There should not be a limit that this is a generation of security people. These are MPs. These are doctors. These are people. I just want to live a situation where a guard will be comfortable that he's living in a generation same as the other people. I joined the Alarms Sacco when it had almost 28 million deposits, and I'm proud to say that as a CEO, we have reached over 170 million deposits. So I took the Sacco with 28 million. I've taken it through up to 170 million. And during that time that I took the Sacco, I remember very well that we could not even take our children to school. But as we are speaking, a guard's child goes up to university. We are taking our children to, I prioritized the education. Education loans is what I prioritized when I entered, because I found that a guard cannot take a child to a boarding school. But I prioritized that and ensured that we are giving school fees loans to take our children up to the highest level where other people take their children. I know this circle from the scratch. So I've been a chairman for a long time, and there was a time where it reached and I became a full-time chairman when I left my employment from SGA and embarked on Sacco matters. There I got time to go back to school. I went to Cooperative University. I pursued a diploma in cooperative management, and I prioritized my career to cooperatives. I decided that I want to know deeper cooperatives. What is cooperatives? So I went to school. I learned. I upgraded my knowledge on cooperative, and now my leadership did not just remain when I was a chairman and a guard. It upgraded to a certain level because I had gone to school and upgraded my knowledge about SACCOs. So when that time came, the regulator said that all SACCOs with 100 deposits should be regulated, and any SACCO regulated must have a CEO. The board decided that we cannot source any other person when you have this capacity. I had the capacity, I had gone to school, so they decided that I'm the right person, because now that I know the society well, I know my members well, I know the needs of my members, I can be able to manage my members. There's no need of bringing a new CEO who may come and maybe get hard time handling my members. So that is where the priority of me becoming the CEO came. The experience, that is, we can just say the experience. I had the experience having stayed for a long time and having known members very well. And mostly teamwork. Teamwork in my leadership style is very important. Teamwork. We work as a team. We listen to each other's decisions. Teamwork is what the management that has made me manage this society to where it is. Teamwork. We are a team. We work as a team. The board and the management. The board, the limits, and the management limits. We work as a team. We engage them. They engage us to ensure our members get good services. So teamwork is the main trick that we have employed in our management. When I started as the chairman, there was some tough decisions we made, because when I came in, the employer was not remitting very well, and we decided that we cannot just look at things like that. So we made tough decisions to ensure that we are pushing the employer to remit and pay what is due to the SACCO, to the extent that the accounts of the employer were freezed, we made that decision that they should be freezed for the employer to pay back the SACCO. They were freezed, the employer paid back the SACCO. And now from there is where I started being a full-time chairman. Now up to there, there's also a time where we decided that we should make some tough decisions to have our members grow, because we are seeing other SACCOs build houses for their members, and why not us, even if we are guards? So we decided that we can build our own house to be the beginning. We bought a land in Mariakan. We have put there a 3-story building. We went to bank, we took some small loan to finish the 3-story building, and it was a very tough decision to us as the management and the members. We went in a meeting, our members said we need to change. Now that we have changed, our children are going to school, why not change that? We start building houses, owning houses, because from that one we will also start buying lands, giving to our members, apportioning and giving it to our members, or building for them so that they can also be landlords, or they can stay in their own houses. So those are some of the tough decisions in my leadership that I've done. Building that house, and at one time, long time, we forcing the employer to remit. Yeah, mechanisms ziko because our members wanataka kuona hii kitu inaitwa dividend growing. So we have mechanisms, we have put mechanisms of recovery. We have prioritized the recovery. We are trying to ensure that everyone is recovering well, is paying back his loans very well. Because on recovery is where the interest will grow. So we have the mechanisms that I have put in place. Most of the loans that the recovery was very low, we have tried to prolong the repayment. We increased our repayments from 48 months to 60 months, and from 4 years to 5 years, to allow those people who had a burden of loans to the repayments to be adjusted to a certain level that they will not be pressed alone, and based on the fact that the labor law says that a person must take home a third of his salary. So we tried to prolong the repayment period, and the system that we are using now, that we have a new system, we can see when somebody fails to pay 1 month, in fact the same month we know who has not paid, as compared to when we were in manual. We could not trace very fast that somebody is not paying. So our recovery is now the mechanism that we have introduced, and now opening the bond is another mechanism that we want to ensure we are welcoming more members to our circle so that we can grow together and improve our growth, because we have not opened fully. We have partially opened the bond, but now that we are into regulations, it will force us to open the bonds, because we are now competing with the other big circles, and we should now ensure that growth is there. When you want to compete, you must grow. So we want to ensure we are welcoming outside members within our society to ensure we are moving together with the business people, with the EPZ companies, and other people, Mama Mboga and whatever, chamas. We will ensure all those we are bringing them on board to compete the bigger circles that are ahead of us, the DT circles. Side of technology, I can say we have employed technology. Now that we came from manual, when I took the society, we were having manual statements. I remember we were having a booklet as a statement for members. We were filling their loan repayments, deposits, but now we have a system. We have employed a system where we just pull reports, where you can just pull a report. You want a statement of a member, you just pull from the statement. And also the members, we have employed a USSD, mobile banking system, that where a member is not forced to come from his work to come and fill a form and apply for a short-term loan. We have a USSD *850# A member, when he enters star 850 hash from his phone, he can access his deposit balances. He can borrow short-term loans from there to his phone from the comfort of his work, even if it's at night, because the USSD works for 24/7. So he can withdraw, he can check his statements, he can check his balances, his statements, and now we have also online web, where a member can enter into the web of the Sacco. He can see his statements. If he wants to print his statement, he can download it and print it at his own comfort at home. So on the side of technology, we are coming up, it is just 1 year. We started last year, 2021. But so far, so good, because we have a USSD where they can borrow, where they are. They don't have to come to the society always to fill forms. They can just take loans wherever they are. So with the time, we want to employ our website also. We want also to have our Facebook, our Twitter, where they can be viewing most of the things that circles are doing outside there. For us also to know how other circles are growing, we need all those so that our members can be viewing and see how to improve on technology. You know, COVID has taught so many people a lesson. When it came, nobody was prepared because it just came. But now, and especially us, when it came, it really affected us. To an extent that most people who had traveled on their leaves up country, they were not able to come back to work because of the lockdowns that were there. So we were forced, when they are at home, they cannot eat stones. They were supposed to keep their families moving. So we were to set some funds aside to send them wherever they were in the lockdown, to upkeep them until they will be back. So in the society, we opened an account where we are saving. We have put a standing order, saving some money. It's just a savings account. We have an account now for an emergency case, because such a scenarios can come again, and then our members can get problems. So we have an account we have set aside. We have put a standing order where we are putting something small in case of such a scenario where some people can be locked outside the Mombasa or outside their duties, how they can be kept moving for a certain period so that we cannot get stuck, because most people were not able to move. When COVID came, we had no money, we had already issued loans. It was very difficult. The employer was not willing also to give the small that was there in good time. But now that we have an account, we want to say that we are prepared. We are prepared to ensure our members all the time, all around, they can be able to sustain themselves. We think that this generation, most young people are not in circles, have not joined circles, especially those who are coming from universities. They have not yet joined circles. That is where we are. The technology that we have already mentioned is where we want to push these guys, the young generation, to join circles, because in circles we are telling them, we are trying to train them that in circles is the only place where they can they can continue learning without going back to their parents. Those who have done university, they have gotten a job, they can come to a circle. In the circles we have education loans, where they can take education loans, go for their masters, go for their degrees, without going back to their parents. So we want, when we are employing the technology, we want to employ the technology to and put in the website these educations to the young coming up leaders, to know that the importance of SACCOs is that when they are in SACCOs, they can continue learning without relying on parents. So we want to encourage them to join SACCOs, start saving something small, and in SACCOs also we have some things like welfares, where the welfare will take care of most of the things. And with the young people, they are moving here and there, so the welfare takes care of most of the things. So we want to encourage them through technology, because the young generation nowadays, you cannot woo them with the mouth or with the trainings, face-to-face training. It is just technology. To reach them is also hard, and it's only through technology is when you can reach these young people, because they are always on phone, always on Instagram, always in Facebook. So we want to ensure we are reaching them and telling them the need for them to join the SACCO.
Now, what is your vision for the society, let's say over maybe 3 to 5 years? What do you plan for the society?
Yeah, the society, our priority, as I had already said, was to ensure a guard takes his or her child to higher education. So our priority was education, and now that we have children also graduating, being lawyers, being doctors from the generation of guards, now my future legacy that I want to leave in this society is to ensure that all the guards can live a life of any other person outside there. There should not be a limit that this is a generation of security people. These are MPs. These are doctors. People should. I just want to live a situation where a guard will be comfortable that he's living in a generation same as the other people, because I want to ensure that they are building their own houses. We want to start buying lands to ensure that they are owning, at least somebody owns at least one unit where he can rent to other people or stay there and avoid paying rent. That is some of the things we want to leave when we are leaving the society, now that we are growing.
Okay.
Yeah, there are challenges, especially a lot of challenges. When we were in manual, the challenges were there. Remittance challenges. In SACCOs, the main challenge to every SACCO is a remittance issue. When the employer is not remitting very well, it's a very great challenge to the SACCO. Any SACCO cannot move without a remittance. When you have deducted money from people, it is just good to remit it back to ensure that SACCO moves on. So remittance is the first one, which we have on our side, we have rectified. Our employer is doing well. Then the other one is the system. When COVID came, the employer now came in and said that he wants to phase out the permanent employment and to contract. So that one is really a very great challenge to us. We had already issued our members loans, long-term loans, let's say for 4 years, and now that the employer is now phasing out the permanent employee, is coming to a contract. A contract is a 1-year contract. So an employee signing a contract on every year, and he had a loan of 4 years. It has been a challenge for us, but I think we are coping up with it, because the employer started now paying that person his dues. The good thing is that the employer in the dues, when one had a loan, that dues was used to settle part of the loan. So it was a challenge, yes, but now it is relieving the burden of the member by using his dues, reducing the loan. But the contract thing now is going to affect us completely, because the salary also goes down. When somebody signs a contract, the salary is different from the permanent one. That one is going to affect us to an extent that we cannot project now, but we are, the mechanisms that we want to put is that opening the bond so that we can have other people coming to share with us those who are signing contracts. Because if we rely on those ones alone, then we will be affected. Yeah, my strength has been the teamwork, has been my strength. For the time I've been in this society, teamwork has helped me a lot, and it is the most strength. And the highest strength is the deposits from members. When a member contributes, when a member pays his savings and contribution, we have shares and we have deposits. If those ones are intact, then the circle is strong. We must maintain the strength of the savings and the deposits. Those are the strength of the circle.
Okay.
Yeah.
For the time that you've been at the top of Alarms Sacco, what can you say is that one thing that your leadership brings in the society?
Yeah, this society, when I took it, I told you there was no discipline, there was no repayment discipline, there was no teamwork, unity. But since I took leadership in this society, I've seen my members, I'm proud to say that I've seen my members take their children to schools where other people take their children and they go up to university. I've seen that, and I've ensured that I prioritized school fees to ensure that no member's child will stay at home. So I'm proud to say that even if I leave the society, I leave a good society where children of the members are going to schools and they are going up to even to university and above. So education is my priority and has been my priority since I joined.
Yeah. Last words perhaps you might want to share with your audience?
Yeah, what I can just share is maybe first for the youth to encourage them to join circles, because as I've just said, when a youth has joined a circle, just from university you join a circle, start saving, you are assured of even going up to master's level and above without going back to your family when you are in a circle. Because you get a circle like Alarms Sacco where education is a priority and you have been saving there, then you are assured of going as far as you want in education. So I want to encourage youth to start joining circles. I want to encourage mama mbogas, business people to join circles. It is only in circles where we can grow. And especially we have seen as by experience, guards, a security guard who earns not more than 20,000, owning a house, owning cows at home, paying dowry, taking children up to university. We have seen with the experience. We have so many. I've been invited to graduations of the members' children who are graduating. So my encouragement is whoever is outside there doing anything, any business or any job, to ensure it gets near any other circle that is there, if not Alarms Sacco, and joins, because in circles is where you can grow yourself.
Thank you so much, Mr. CEO.
Yes.
And I wish you all the best in your future endeavors as you run the society to greater heights.
Thank you. Thank you very much.